everybody. So we have just had delivery of our Musclefood Christmas hamper. If you remember last year, we did this same thing last year, and it just for me takes all the stress out of getting the stuff you need for Christmas Day food, like your main meal. There's just some little bits I need to pick up separately. So I thought I would show you what we got. Now this was their Black Friday deal. It's the same way I bought it last year. I think it was £75, but I may be wrong. Now, if you add up everything, what you could get it for, perhaps at Aldi or somewhere like that, it's probably less than £75, although the quality is excellent from Musclefoods, we've always found. However, what I would say is that it takes the stress away from me of worrying of when to buy the turkey and, you know, have I got pigs in blankets, have I got stuffing, have I got the vegetables, can I get them at the last minute? Because we don't have, we've got a fridge freezer in our kitchen, and we have a chest freezer in the garage, a small chest freezer, but we don't have a lot of space to store stuff. So I can't buy everything, especially the fresher products, way in advance. I need to get things a bit closer to the time. So this works perfectly for me, even if it does mean I end up paying a little bit more. But I always look out for that Black Friday deal, because that does give me really good value for money, I think. So let me show you what we got in our hamper. Okay, so as always, the Musclefood items come really well packaged, a really sturdy box. Everything inside is then sealed again with ice packs around it, and the box always has a big label on it saying leave in safe place, must be delivered today. So you need to make sure you've designated a safe place if you're not going to be home. That's why I picked Sunday, because I knew we would be home on Sunday to take delivery. But we got a box of vegetables. So in here we've got a pack of parsnips, we've got a nice big bag of carrots, we've got a bag of Brussels, which we're not big Brussels sprouts fans, but I do always have some on my Christmas dinner plate. So that little bag will be plenty, more than plenty for us. I'll probably use some to make some bubble and squeak or something. And then a nice bag of potatoes, which are just the right sort of size potatoes to make lovely roasties to go with our Christmas dinner. So that's the vegetables. The only things I will probably pick up in addition to that is I will probably put some peas on there, which I've always got frozen peas in the freezer. And I will probably put some red cabbage if I can find a nice piece of red cabbage, or some ready chopped red cabbage when I'm out later in the week. And then we got 2 packages of pigs in blankets. So there are 8 in there. So we'll have 1 pack of those with our Christmas dinner, and then I'll cook another pack up to have with our Boxing Day kind of leftover style buffet. We've got a pack of chipolatas, which will be ideal for our breakfast sometime over Christmas. And we've got a pack of 6 of the meaty pork sausages, which the Musclefood sausages are delicious. Very little fat comes out of them. And they are really, really tasty. So these are just their standard pork sausages, and I'll probably use those to make like a sausage casserole or something like that at some point. Then we've got a stuffing slab. So this is just regular stuffing. You can see it's got the spices and herbs in it. And just the minced pork. So that one is a basic stuffing mix. We've then got unsmoked streaky bacon, a big pack of that. Again, will go nicely with the chipolatas for some breakfast over Christmas. Then we've got a slab of pork sausage meat, which there are a few things I make where I use sausage meat instead of mince for. And we used our slab of this from last year for that. Then this year something different. Last year they had Christmas tree shaped burgers. This year they've got what they're calling Boxing Day burgers. And you can see in there it's a mixture of chicken turkey with cranberry sauce and then various seasonings. So I probably will cook those up and put them on our Boxing Day buffet. Then we've got another different sort of stuffing, figgy pud stuffing. Now this is the pork mince again, but mixed with fruitcake, strangely. Cherries, brandy, black treacle. So it's got more of a Christmas cake kind or Christmas pudding kind of taste to it. Now, that probably won't go down well with the boys, but I might separate that out and then make some little balls of stuffing of that I can have with my kind of roast dinners over the winter period. And then these from last year were really tasty as well. We had these in last year's. There's only 2, but they're turkey stuffed parcels. And they're little balls of stuffing with turkey breast wrapped around them and then wrapped in streaky bacon. They are lovely. And I will probably this year, because we left them in the freezer last year, and then these two don't really work as a main meal for the three of us. Tony would eat those two just by himself. And so I never felt quite a right time to use them. So what I might do this year is cook them up for the Boxing Day buffet and slice them and put them out with our Boxing Day meats. And then we've got two of the heritage rump steaks, which these are lovely from Musclefood. We've had these several times in different hampers and orders from them. And Caleb and I both really like these. They're nice, thick, juicy rump steaks, so they'll come in handy for a New Year treat. A big joint of Easy Carve unsmoked gammon, so that one will be for the Boxing Day buffet. I'll cook that up Boxing Day morning to put out. Don't know how big that piece is, but it's fairly hefty. You can see against my hand there, it's a nice size piece, and it looks really good gammon underneath there. Then we've got a whole beef topside joint, again against my hand. You can see that's a really big piece. It's 1.5 kilograms. Now, as you know, if you're a regular viewer, Tony doesn't eat beef, but Caleb and I do. So I may break this down into 3 smaller joints that I can then cook up for a Sunday lunch for me and Caleb at some point, or Sunday dinner, and then make Tony like some roast chicken, a small roast chicken in the crock pot or something like that, so we can get through it, and maybe give one piece of it to my mum to make a small roast dinner for herself. So that one will get broken down before it goes into the freezer. And then finally, the star of the show for Christmas Day, and this was so good last year. So Tony is not a big fan of the dark meat on chicken or turkey, so he doesn't like to have, he's not one of these guys that likes to have a big old turkey leg on his Christmas plate. And so we eat mostly the breast meat anyway. And sometimes, as you know, if you cook a whole turkey, by the time the legs and the thighs are cooked through to the bone, the meat on the breast can be quite dry. And there's lots of ways you can counteract that, lots of ways you can get around it. But for us, it just makes sense to have the piece that we're going to eat the most of. So this is 2 kilograms, so it's really big. Half turkey butterfly, so again against my hand, you can see that's a nice big piece of turkey, and that will still do a lovely Christmas dinner for us with the turkey. Plenty of leftovers to have with the gammon on Boxing Day, and beyond that, probably between the gammon and the turkey, some leftovers to have cold cuts and things for lunches and stuff like that for the rest of Christmas week. So a really good hamper again, really happy. A few changes from what they included in last year. The figgy pudding stuffing, which is a bit different, but I think I will probably shape that up into the balls now and put it into the freezer in small batches. The steaks are delicious. These were delicious. These are kind of different with the cranberry sauce and turkey made into little burger shapes. But all in all, a really nice pack of food. And I need to now get it all put away into the freezer because the oven is on in here ready for dinner tonight. And I'm just worried that this all starts to heat up a bit fast. So I'm going to get this all put away into the freezer. But I hope you enjoyed that little quick look at the sorts of things you can get in a hamper from Musclefood. As I said, 75-ish pounds I think it was. I think last year it was 69 and it had gone up a little bit this year. But I genuinely don't remember. I ordered it in November and I genuinely don't remember what I paid for it. And there isn't a kind of packing slip in there that tells me. But regardless of that, still I think when you look at a 1.5 kilo joint of beef, about the same size piece of gammon, a 2 kilo turkey breast, and then you've got some really nice steaks, you've got stuffing, bacon, sausage meat, sausages, pigs in blankets, and all the vegetables, I actually think that is a pretty good deal. So off to put this away. Hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you back on here for some more Vlogmas before Christmas.